What's up, everybody? Brian Manzanares, Deco-Crete Studios, coming at you from Lakeview. We've got about 2,500, give or take, square feet of flooring that we did. We ground off mortar, we ground off paint, glue, and in the kitchen there was terrazzo. And then what we ended up doing is we ground all that down, and then we came back on top with one overlay, giving a seamless look. It looks pretty good. I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough, and then I'm gonna touch on a little hiccup that happened in the kitchen area that happened prior to my arrival. And I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do a little walkthrough real quick so you can see what this floor looks like. It looks awesome, actually, man. I mean, the guys did a great job on this floor. They did most of it. I came in only for the final coat. So I'm blessed to say I got a good team that I've trained well, that has learned. They're doing good work. They're doing great jobs. Anyway, so this is the area I want to talk about. So you see this line here? So this slab here was about 2 inches higher than this was. This was all terrazzo, by the way. All of this was terrazzo. Okay, and then it dropped down into this living room area, sunken living room area. Now, I put a quote in to do this for my client, but they decided to save some money and go with someone else, and that's fine because I hate pouring concrete anyway. But for the sake of my job, I like being in control of my floor, so I do it. In this situation, they did not go with me, and they hired somebody else. And what they ended up doing is they ended up taking rules from outside and applying it inside. You see this expansion joint? This is an outside thing. Outside in driveways and sidewalks and walkways, every 10 feet you have to have one of these to prevent cracking and allow the slabs to move, and so that they don't break on their own weight. So you divide it up with one of these. This is for outside. Never in a million years would I put an expansion joint inside. What I would have done is I would have poured from here all the way to that wall over there, and then I would have saw cut a line if I was worried about movement, just like I did here. Okay, they did not even give me a good clean edge. As a matter of fact, this is still very sloped, and you can see it over there. Let me zoom in. Here, you see the difference in height from this side here to that side? This is sloping down like that. This is sloping down. I had to do a lot to feather this out and make it look better. They couldn't even fill it level. However, I went ahead and I put a saw cut for them where this slab met this slab. I floated all this out, then I put a saw cut to control the cracking. I would have done the same thing here. I would have measured a good 10 feet, and I would have put a nice clean saw cut. But now these people have an expansion joint, and I can't do anything about this, okay? I cannot do anything about this. This slab here expands and contracts. This slab here expands and contracts. In addition to that, there's movement like this, and then there's movement like this. So if I were to fill this with my 1/8 inch layer of cement, very thin, there's no way that that's gonna hold up to the movement of these heavy slabs. What's gonna end up happening is that it's gonna end up popping off on all of this expansion joint down the line. I'd rather just leave it alone. That's what I did. They weren't too happy about the fact that they do have an expansion joint, but their only option at this point is honor the expansion joint and then come back with some sort of paint and faux and match to take your eye away from this expansion joint. But there's nothing, I mean, the damage has been done. They didn't want to invest or incur costs of removing this and getting it done over for the sake of not having an expansion joint. But when you don't do things right, this is what you get. And it's not the client's fault. It's not the client's fault. It's the contractor's fault. Anybody who knows anything about anything should know that this is not done. Now these people have an expansion joint in the middle of the floor. So it's very important whenever you hire somebody for the sake of saving money that you're not sacrificing money for quality or experience. The experience goes a long way. So if you thought it was going to be expensive to hire a professional, wait till you hire an amateur. Other than that, these floors look amazing. I really wish we didn't have this expansion joint here, but you can see the quality of my work, what I would have done, and what the rest of the house looks like. And we've got that one little hiccup there, and it is what it is. That's what happens in decorative concrete. It's not a perfect process always. Anyway, this is Brian with Deco-Crete, showing you another one of my floors.